Good morning. Here's a super secret unboxing of a Bricklink parts haul. Just wanted to do something different here and show you, for those who are not used to order parts from Bricklink, what it might look like. So usually it comes in a bubble envelope, but it can also come in boxes. And what you find inside are also usually zip bags of parts. They might be grouped by colors or by part categories. It depends on the seller, right? I believe that's how they organize their inventory, and when they get orders, they just pack depending on where they stored stuff. I believe it could be looking quite random. So I did pre-open the envelope before the video just to make sure there were no label inside, because sometimes, not usually, but sometimes sellers also print the order and they slip it in the envelope, because what they do is when they pack your order, they're going to tick next to each line, each parts, and the numbers as they put stuff inside the bags to make sure that they don't miss anything. That was not the case here, but that's usually fine. So just a word of advice on the Bricklink orders is there are going to be some mistakes, right? Because there are people behind the orders and the stores, and people make mistakes. So what you have to do is, once you receive your order, you have to go through each element, and that's kind of what we're going to do here. We're going to go through, well, not all of them, but some, just to show you the process. We're going to go through each element and make sure that everything is here. The common mistake that I usually get in an order is some part is missing. So for example, if I did order this and it was not inside, then I would have to contact the seller. Sometimes some extra parts are added, either on purpose or not. And sometimes you get the part that you ordered, but it's the wrong mold. So it happened to me a couple of times where I wanted a specific windshield for the Aquazone Sprint 9 set, and I got the version where there's no Technic axle hole at the top. There are basically two molds for that part. One is without the hole, which comes from a earlier sets, I think Classic Space and Futuron maybe, and the newer one, which is the one used in Aquazone, where you have a hole. And actually it happened twice, so I had to contact the seller every time, and finally ended up with the right parts. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes you might get the wrong mold variation. Sometimes you might not care about this, depending on what you're planning to do. Sometimes you might care about this, so yeah, try to pay attention. Finally, the other mistakes that you might have, the issues are going to be on the quality of the parts. So you really have to pay attention to the terms of the store to see what they mean by used parts. Sometimes it means that they're going to be in good shape. Sometimes they say that you might have chewed on parts and broken parts. So you have to pay attention. And also when you place your order, you have to review the description of each item, because normally the seller should state if a part is like broken or in a substandard quality. They should state like this cape, it's all fine. But I did get orders where the cape was a bit chewed on and stuff. And obviously it depends on what you're looking for. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. For example, I had an issue with a different order actually for a prickly bush that came in with a broken prick. So I did contact the seller, and they sent me this free of charge, right? And they sent me basically again the parts, and this time, as you can see, it's all good. So yeah, you have to pay attention, and if you have an issue with your order, before you give any feedback, you have to contact the seller and tell them, hey, I was expecting my order to be like this, and this and this and this was wrong. What do you offer, basically? I got, so this seller here proposed to either send me a new part or to give me a voucher, and for other transactions I had issue when I had issues, the seller would tell me, okay, so I can give you a voucher for your next purchases at the store. And I was like, yeah, okay, that sounds good, because well, I'm constantly ordering parts to complete my childhood collection or new acquisition, because as you know, I get my Lego mostly used, second hand, and so they're going to miss parts or have broken parts and stuff like this. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to talk about in this video. The next part of this video is going to we're just going to go quickly through some of the items, just to see how I check my orders, and maybe some insight on how I ordered these. Oh yeah, and just yeah, okay. So just realized while talking. So this cape that I ordered actually came broken. You see, it's broken at the neck attachment. So I'm gonna have to double check on the order if in the description this was stated. If it's not, I'm going to contact the seller and see what they got to offer. Oh, and yeah, another mistake is sometimes you get sent to the parts in the wrong color. It might happen with the gray ones, for example. So this is the old gray, and this is the newer gray. This is dark gray, and this is dark bluish gray. This is easy to spot this color when it's wrong, because the bluish gray is actually quite more vibrant, while the dark gray is more stone-like. But with the light gray and the light bluish gray, it's a bit harder to spot, especially if the dark gray didn't. So the light gray tends to yellow over time, and so when it does, it's easy to spot. Like, okay, so this is the new one. This is bluish gray, and this is the old one. But when they have been restored to their original color, or when they kept their original color, I personally find it really hard to distinguish between the two. So yeah, it's a long process to verify everything. All right, let's jump to the order page, and we'll check some items. All right, so here we are. So what I usually do is I just scroll through the order. So we have here a clone pilot, and I just check in the pile if that's the case. Yes, it is. Sometimes with the minifig you have to double check that the inventory is complete and that the parts you're given are actually correct. Also make sure that they are actual Lego parts, like not some knockoff. Just, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but yeah, you want to be sure. So this looks good to me, and what I'm going to do is I'm then going to check by clicking here on the description. I'm going to get to the items page, and then I'm going to go in my wanted list, going to scroll to my wanted list, and then yeah, I can see here. So what I'm looking for here is, why did I order this part? So because what I'm trying to do is complete sets that I have. When I do the inventory of a set, I'm going to create a new wanted list in Bricklink, and then I'm going to add the parts to this. So if I go to that specific wanted list, I can see that there's only one item. It's the pilot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it as I'm going to delete it basically from the list to say that I got it. And when the list is empty, I'm going to also remove the list. Just just so I know where everything is. As you can see here, I've set a maximum price for the clone pilots, and this I decide by clicking here, view price guide, and it looks like I used probably this one, or maybe the price have changed since the time I've ordered. But basically, yeah, when I list things in my wanted list, I'm going to look at this price guide, and I'm going to say, oh, yeah, so this looks like this is the average price for a second-hand part. So I'm going to set the maximum price to this, and then when I try to find the parts in the stores, Bricklink is going to take into account the maximum price and not show me stores that sell it above, or tell me when it's above price. All right, now we're back to the order list, and what I want to check is when you scroll in the list here, if there's an extra description for the item, is going to be visible here. So I'm scrolling down to the cape to see if there's anything about the cape, and it looks like there's not. Well, there's nothing. Oh, neck holder broken. Oh, actually there is something here saying, yeah, the neck holder is broken. I missed that. Oh dear. Okay, so in that case, yeah, it's fair. Like, I got exactly what was described, so there's no reason for me to contact the seller about this part and say, hey, it's broken, what can you do? Yeah, should have paid more attention. But anyway, I think that's it for the video. I hope you like it, and if you did, please click the like button. I'm not sure I'm going to do more videos like this. If you want more videos, just let me know in the comments, and click the subscribe button to get notified when they get released. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.